Hey, what's going on out there? I would like to welcome every single one of you to Water Your Soil. So if you're new around here, I have two rules over at this channel. The first rule is for you to always use your own discretion when it comes to credit cards and credit scores. The second rule, that's for you to verify everything that you learn, whether it's here on this channel, another channel, or anywhere. That should be a rule of life. So getting into this video, I want to start off this video by apologizing to every single one of you. And I'm issuing this apology because there were audio issues in my last couple of videos. And I mentioned this in one of the previous videos where I noticed a little bit of a hissing in the video on my end. And I wanted to make sure that it wasn't just my end. And people were leaving comments and they were saying that the audio was only coming in on one ear and it wasn't coming in on the other ear. So that played a role in why I haven't posted this previous week, because I wanted to make sure that issue was under wraps and under control before I put out another video, because I do care about my content. So I issue an apology to every single one of you who did come by and listen to my previous videos and you heard the audio issue. I think it was the last 2 or 3 videos, maybe the last 2, but there was some issues going on with those videos in terms of audio. So my apology to you all. But this video right here is not going to really be about credit card news or credit score news or any of those things. I just want to take out some time to talk to you all because I've been noticing a trend. And this trend is disturbing, and I want to see if you all are picking up on it as well. So if you all are picking up on it or you noticed it as well, be sure to leave it below in the comment section so I'll know that it's just not me that's picking up on this. But about a month ago, I released a video, and that video was concerning buy now, pay later, and how buy now, pay later is going to start being factored into FICO credit scores. And to a lot of you, that may be good news because maybe you currently use buy now, pay later for things. I remember in the video that I did, it was about credit card news, and it was concerning the younger generation, Generation Z, and it was stating that some people in Generation Z are using buy now, pay later to purchase things as small as something like a cup of coffee. They specifically mentioned a cup of coffee. Now, I don't know if it's you all as well, but to me, that's pretty disturbing that you actually have to use buy now, pay later to purchase a cup of coffee. And I'm going to provide another perspective when it comes to this. I do not think they are in as much of a financial bind that they can't afford a cup of coffee. I just think we have developed a mind state throughout this country and maybe even throughout this world that, hey, I'll worry about it later. And the same problem comes around when it comes to things such as credit card debt. It's a whole I'll worry about it later culture. And I'm going to tell you all why it's both disturbing and a problem. Let's put it into perspective. Generation Z, they're the younger generation. I'm a millennial. Before me, there was Generation X, and before them, there were the baby boomers, and before the baby boomers, there were the silent generation. The silent generation is probably the oldest generation that's still around. There's not a lot of them still around, but they're still around. And then it's the baby boomers. And when it comes to different generations, I noticed there's a trend. We all view money the same. It's not really a generational thing, even though certain generations will be higher on the negative as far as percentages and statistics go, but all across the board, for the most part in this country, we do have a problem with understanding money, managing money, and it transfers over to things such as credit cards. And now it's transferring over to things such as buy now, pay later. So when I was growing up and I was a kid, there used to be something called layaway. And I told many of you in previous videos that I grew up poor. So a lot of the things that were purchased for me as a kid, they had to come through layaway because my family didn't have the money to be able to purchase it outright. So things came from layaway, and I was excited because I knew once things got off of layaway, I'll get my toys or my shoes or whatever it may have been. But that was coming from poverty. There are a lot of people who are not in poverty. Maybe they're middle class, maybe they're upper middle class, or maybe they're working class. However, all across the board, no matter which class they are, people tend to have a problem with being able to manage money. And as I stated, it transfers over to credit cards and buy now, pay later. I do not think that everyone who uses buy now, pay later are in poverty. And it goes back to me mentioning the whole cup of coffee thing. I don't think Everyone who's using buy now, pay later for a cup of coffee can't afford to purchase the cup of coffee outright. I just think we have created this habit and this culture of, hey, worrying about it later. And that could go towards a lot of things, not just when it comes to finances, but other things in life as well. And yeah, FICO is going to add buy now, pay later, and it will help a lot of people out because a lot of people have now adapted to purchasing things buy now, pay later. But we have to think about the bigger issue. What's going to be the bigger issue? It's going to be more debt. That's number one, because when you delay on paying on things and you go with buy now, pay later, a lot of times interest is added. It's the same thing with credit cards. With credit cards, if you don't have a 0% APR card, where you have the 0% intro bonus, you're going to be paying on that APR, which is basically interest, and that's going to be added to your balance. And the longer you go and you carry that balance and you continue to add to that balance, that puts yourself in more debt. And let's be honest, we could look at things at the top. People really don't care about debt. The way we look at debt in this country is, we'll worry about it later, or, we'll let someone else handle it. So I don't really believe that buy now, pay later is going to be as beneficial as people believe. Like, I'm seeing a lot of articles about people saying how great buy now, pay later is and how much it's going to help people with their credit scores. It's going to help some people, but some people are going to develop this habit of going and purchasing things buy now, pay later, and they're just going to have the set it and forget it mindset, where basically they'll make a purchase and they'll either choose to pay it whenever they want to, whether they're late or not, or they won't pay it at all. And I know this because we have created a culture of this. Just look at credit card debt. Just look at where credit card debt is right now and how many people are behind on their credit card payments. If people are behind on their credit card payments, what makes you think that they're not going to be behind on their buy now, pay later payments? It's not going to be much of a difference, because the issue is not the tool that's used, whether it's credit cards, buy now, pay later, or whatever it may be. It's the culture and it's the mindset that we have created. So when it comes to this channel, yeah, I make these videos and I try to get you all to know, like, hey, you can have credit cards. You can get the most out of credit cards depending on who you are, because these credit cards are all individual, but you can get the most out of them. But you also can stay out of credit card debt. That's my main plot, is to tell people, like, hey, you can have credit cards, you can get the rewards, you can get the benefits, but you also can stay out of credit card debt. And that's a hard thing to do, just being honest. That's a hard thing to do, because there are only a certain amount of people who agree with me and agree with that mindset. For the most part, people tend to not care about credit card debt. People tend to not care too much about credit scores until they need them. I care about credit scores, whether I need my score or not. I care about it because in my mind, you never know when you'll need your credit score. So I always say that it's good to have a credit score for, at minimum, a good plan B option. Meaning, if things hit the fan, you'll be able to say, hey, I have my credit score just in case. Maybe I have to take out a loan for an emergency, or maybe I need something at the snap of the finger. You'll be able to do that. And if you have a bad credit score, yeah, you'll still be able to do it, because people always say, well, you can still get certain things with a bad credit score. Yeah, you can. But that APR is going to be higher. Or maybe the product wouldn't be as good or quality as the product that someone with good or excellent credit has access to. So I like to think about those things. So yes, I care about staying out of credit card debt on a personal side. I do. And I care about sharing it with you. And hopefully you all have been developing that mindset, because I think it's important. So no matter what tool they come out with, and no matter how much they say it helps when it comes to FICO, whether it's buy now, pay later, whether it's a new credit card, whatever it may be, make sure that you're responsible for the things that you possess. Meaning, if you have a credit card, make sure that you are paying on time and paying your statement balance in full if you can. If you have buy now, pay later, make sure you are making your payments on time and you're doing your best to chop down your debt, no matter what it may be. That's what we should be working on and doing right now. And when it comes to things such as the economy and the current economy, yes, the economy is in a pretty funny spot right now, because they're considering dropping the interest rates, but people are still struggling to get by. So we'll see where things go. But I just wanted to share my thoughts. It's been a while since I talked to you all. I haven't made a video all week. But here I am. I decided to come back and make a video for you all. But before you go, I currently have an active poll, so be sure to participate in my active poll. The way you do so is you click on my profile picture that you see right now. It's going to take you to the home page of this channel. Once you're on the home page of this channel, you're going to see a section that says post. You're going to click on that post section. It's going to take you to my latest poll as well as my previous polls. Be sure to participate in all of them. But anyway, if you're new here and you're feeling the vibe, this is Water Your Soil. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. That way you don't miss a future video because I post often. That's clicking on the bell that you see and selecting all. Also, this goes for every single one of you, my subscribers included. Be sure to hit the like button. It literally takes 1 second. It lets the algorithm know you support this video and this channel. And yes, if you are watching on television, you can hit the like button. Just use your remote control. But anyway, I appreciate every single one of you for watching, for commenting, for subscribing, for hitting the like button, for sharing this video. This is Water Your Soil, and I'm out. Hey, what's going on? This is Nell from Water Your Soil. So as someone who went from a 549 credit score all the way up to the 800s, I decided to share the same information that helped me go from poor credit to excellent credit. This book is titled Strategies to Master Credit. I put everything in this book, everything that helped me go from poor credit to excellent credit. All of the information is in this book. So I want you all to purchase this book. A lot of you have already purchased it, but it's available currently right now on Amazon.com and also MasterCreditBook.com. It's titled Strategies to Master Credit. You want this book. It has all the information needed in order for you to go from poor credit to excellent credit, or just simply maintain your good or excellent credit score. So get the book ASAP. And if you want something more in depth, you could take the course over at www.wateryoursoil.com. It's more in depth. There are actually chapters in this course, and it walks you through basically how FICO credit scores come about and how they're determined. And really, once you learn how FICO scores come about and the concept of credit scores, then you're pretty much on your way to either going from poor credit to good credit, or just maintaining a good or excellent credit score. So if you want something more in depth, I have the course over at www.wateryoursoil.com. All right.